But everything that you consume doesn't have to be for that move towards bettering yourself. Sometimes it's just entertainment. Yo, what's up? I am OMEHGA. And this is Diverse Clarity. This is where we have those thought-provoking conversations about things that matter and some that don't. And of course, as always, I'm here with my man, my co-host, Mr. John D. What's good?
What up, though, young man?
Oh, you let me get it out this time.
My apologies before. Had a lot of things on my mind then. I'm back, though. I'm back like I never left.
I gotta hurry up and say it before I forget. You gotta let me get it out.
Hey, I'm getting better, though.
What's that? What are you getting better at?
At listening.
Oh. Mm-hmm. But you're not a bad listener. I mean,
that's perspective.
Well, okay. Well, you're not a bad conversationalist. Well, I'll say that because you have good conversation doesn't mean that you actually comprehend what the other person is saying.
Well, when I say the listening aspect, I'm saying
banter for my UK people. Go ahead. I'm just saying. It's good banter.
I love that word.
Okay, cool. It's yours. We're gonna get you t-shirts. Go ahead. Now what you saying?
Now, just the idea of listening, regurgitating in my mind to be able to either have the perfect question to get more out of you or to say a statement that complements what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? And where I am, it's like it's the balance of all of it. I want to be able to know when the question to follow up on, because you're really good at that. Like if I'll say something, he's like, what do you mean by this? Oh, just tell me a little bit more about that.
Because I don't understand what the hell you're talking about. No, but okay.
But even you do that with anything though. You make sure that you learn the most you can before you come up with.
Yeah, true. I think I was the kid that was. I don't think I was annoying saying like why, but I was inquisitive and I was always trying to figure out why. You know, like I would always like take things apart because I want to know why it works like that. Why is the light? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I remember one of the first things I took apart was Knight Rider. I used to have the Knight Rider car. Back in the day, I remember I saved up. I bought it by myself.
What's the Knight Rider car name?
Kit.
Oh, okay, I'm just making sure.
Oh yeah, but it was the Knight Rider car. I saved up. I bought it myself. It cost $25. I bought it at Kmart. This is back when Kmart was the Walmart.
The blue light.
It was $25, and man, and the license plate on the car. I want to find this online. The license plate on the car would like you flip it, and then Kit would say something. You know what I mean? Come on, Michael, get in. You know what I'm saying? The girls are looking, Michael, or whatever you say, right? So it would flip, but it had like the light across the front.
Boom, yeah.
Woo, woo, woo. And I was like, I want to see like how. So I took the car apart. I put it back together, and it worked. Then I watched the episode of Knight Rider. Then he jumped from the thing, and he go into the water. You know how Kit used to transform? I was like, yo, let me put my. So I remember putting it in a bucket.
It was over.
It was $25 gone. I was to this day I'm hurt. To this day, bro, I'm hurt. So yeah, that was it.
So was it $25 to hear him talk?
I don't know. It was a car. It didn't come with Michael.
Because you said $25 went down the drain. Like the car didn't work anymore, or just didn't talk, or it didn't roll. What?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it was just a regular car after that. It wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't Knight Rider.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You needed to go because mine was more like. I think it was one where it was like their version in the 80s when they had like a virus. And remember when like there was an episode when like Knight Rider like got taken over? Yeah, and he was like different and it was like the sound was different of the thing.
I do.
That's what it was like after I took it out of the water. I was like, oh no, you're the bad Knight Rider. I don't want you. I don't want this. I'm done. No. But I'm just saying, bro. So it was $25 wasted. Somebody out there remembers this toy. Somebody out there remember this toy.
I mean, everybody our age should remember this a guy.
Should.
Yeah, because that was something you watched faithfully.
Yeah.
I don't know what day, maybe Thursday at 9 o'clock or.
Oh, you hit me the line. I don't
know. But I just know it was a show that I watched with my family.
But it was at night though. Mm-hmm. It was at night. I do remember that. It was at night.
You remember the show called Auto Man?
Nah.
It was a competitor of Knight Rider. It only lasted one season.
Auto Man?
Yeah, Auto Man. He had a little cursor could turn into anything. He was weak in the daytime, but at nighttime, it was like he would just have a suit and his car would change. If you get a chance, look that up. It was
Auto Man.
Auto Man. AUTOMAN. Auto Man.
Nah, I never even heard of that.
Well, it was only one season. I know that it disappeared. I liked it, but nobody else liked it.
Yeah, I never seen. I know some things I used to watch that I'm a little bit ashamed of, like
what?
Dukes of Hazzard.
Why are you ashamed of it?
Not ashamed, but it's like I was really championing what was going on.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
We only know what we know,
right? And I remember where I grew up in Warner Robins. There was a place. I remember the street. If anybody back home is watching, listening, there used to be a car dealership. It was on. I think it was on Green Street or North Davis or whatever. One of Davis Drive, something like that. But I remember it's like right across, like down from like a Hardee's. And it was a little car dealership. And they used to have a General Lee there.
Oh, really?
Oh, the things that would excite us as kids, I would love to just pass by it so you could see, you know what I'm saying? And then we riding in the back of the truck, Granddaddy driving around. And when we see the car, and like what?
You know what? It brings back memories of seeing just any vehicle, like even the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
I didn't like that movie.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh,
you didn't like the movie?
I wasn't a Back to the Future. Don't be look at me like I got COVID. What is wrong with you?
You didn't like Back to the Future?
I wasn't a. Oh my god. I think. See, back in the day, anything that related to like the whole science and whatever, I wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna say this, and you probably, I don't know, since you like Back to the Future, I don't know how this works, but I've never watched. Okay, I'm not gonna say never watched, but I've seen, but I don't know anything about Star Trek or Star Wars.
Well, I started that as like an adult.
But like this was
Back to the Future I grew up on.
Okay, but everything that was like that. Like,
did you watch Karate Kid?
Yeah, I like Karate Kid.
Okay. That just seems like that was that time. Like if you was a kid.
Yeah, but Karate Kid that's completely different.
No, I'm just saying during that time period, it was like you see like the skateboard with no wheels, and you see the Nikes that tie up without you tying up. Like to me, that just made you think about the future or what it could look like. So I was all engaged.
Okay, but I didn't realize that will. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what was happening. I guess I don't know. I just wasn't into like the sci-fi. The only sci-fi that, and I didn't get into this until I got older, like a young adult, 18, 19 and beyond. But like X-Men, like I love X-Men. I love Marvel, right? But I wasn't into like pew pew and lasers and swords and beams and like this kind of thing. So like when I watched Back to the Future, don't get me wrong, like I was a Michael J. Fox fan. Like what was the show? Family Ties.
Yeah. Teen Wolf.
Man, like I was a fan. Like it wasn't like that, but it was just like it wasn't something where I probably even had a T-shirt back in the day, But I was more into like the stuff like the Dukes of Hazzard. I like Karate Kid, like true stories of grit and like people overcoming stuff and being powerful and like the team aspect, like all these different things. Like I like what was the movie, the dance movie? Because me being with the music.
Dirty Dancing?
No.
The girl that sit on the chair
with Boogaloo Shrimp, Breaking.
Oh, okay. Electric Boogaloo.
Breaking 1 and 2. Electric Boogaloo was part 2.
Yeah.
Breaking was the first one.
Yeah.
And I even had
Turbo and Ozone.
I even had one of the cut off.
Oh, everybody. I had to cut off with the net. It was net.
And I remember I went to the theaters to go watch Breaking, and it was at Rama Theaters in Warner Robins, Georgia, which I remember they was like, yeah, no nobody go there no more. But Rama Theaters, that was and I thought I was doing something, bro. I was wearing my little thing. I had my little pants on and my little Nikes. I don't know if I had a bandana, but bro, I was all over it, man. So, but yeah, that was the times. I mean, that was what I was into anyway. I don't know you.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was in try to be into everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. But look, what you been doing this week? What's been going on?
Shoot, cleaning house, man. Still doing what I've been doing, but I've narrowed things down that I'm focusing on. But most importantly is just practicing now.
What you practicing?
Conversing with more people throughout the week. Practicing listening and trying to ask the right questions to get the most out of people when they don't know that they're great. It's more so like trying to figure out, help them enjoy the steps that they're taking.
Right.
So that's been fun, to say the least. Like talking to other black men about just things that we don't talk about.
Right.
And it's kind of like a fresher breath of air.
I was about to say refreshing. I swear I was about to say that. I didn't want to interrupt. But yeah, I was about to say that. But I was gonna say, man, you you gave me a hell of a compliment earlier, and I do appreciate it. But I don't want you to like look at your efforts and be like I don't even know how to say this, but like I appreciate conversation with you, right? I think sometimes we may be harder on ourselves. This is what I'll say. I think sometimes we're harder on ourselves. But if I could give you any advice, I would say it's not always you, right? As far as like having a conversation with somebody, and if you're not listening, if you find yourself drifting off in the middle of the conversation, not retaining any information, not comprehending it, looking at them in a funny way, and then they looking at you like, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, to stay away from that, watch who you talk to. Because not everybody is meant for a conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? Be selective about who you sit down to have that talk with, because that alone is going to make you more interested in the conversation, and you're going to hone in on these skills that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Because we do that with everything, right? You don't watch random movies. We were talking about this, right? Because your mind is not on that. So for you to watch a movie that you're probably not interested in, me watching a Star Wars movie, I'm not really going to comprehend, and I'm not going to pay attention, and I'm going to lose this, and I'm going to come to a point where, you know how it is when you watch a movie and you kind of come back to it like 3-4 times because you done fell asleep on it. You done started washing dishes while you was...
See?
Well, you wouldn't.
Because I have intentions on watching it.
Right.
Like it's very rare that I'll just run into a movie. But if you tell me a movie, I'll even give you like 3 to 5. And depending on how I view those movies, which the 6th one is going to make me feel like it's important or not. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a friend that watches all the movies, and he say this is a good movie, and I'm like, oh, it really wasn't a good movie. I was like, I got a wife. He was like, man, don't trip. I told you about this movie and this, but you also told me about 40 other ones that I wasted my life on. So,
but you don't have to watch the whole thing. That's the thing. Nowadays, like, movies are just everywhere.
I know, but
I've watched many a movies where I've cut it, let's just say, very early on. They might not have hit 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See,
like
that 10 minutes is valuable to me.
Okay. Hey, look, I'm with it. I think I kind of look at it like, I don't know, like a Cracker Jack box.
You test driving, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you hope a good prize.
It's really great. You know what I'm saying? I remember the last movie that I watched that was like that, and it was recent. Was what was the movie with the South African lady, Charlize Theron?
Yeah. What is she?
And it was like the military girl.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Was in the movie.
It was a black girl.
Yeah, the black girl. Yeah. And then she like got injured, and then oh man, Old Guard.
I don't remember
the old guard.
Just came out like in last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had no idea about this movie at all. So imagine my surprise, bro. When I was like, oh, Charlize Theron be like killing it. Like, she is an amazing actress. Let me just like say that I am a fan, right? And I'm just like, yeah, okay, let me whatever, make some popcorn, you know, this and that. Bro, I remember watching this movie, and like normally I'm like watching the movie, I'm like, I'm laid back, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever. I was like this the whole time, like, oh. Like when I'm really into something, I'm like, bro, my body language is like, I'm there. You know what I mean? Unless the goal is like to be relaxed. Like here talking with you, like I just want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, but I want to be relaxed. But like movies is like something about it that like draws you in. And when you find that gem, you know what I'm saying?
See, I love what you said, because I'm gonna tell you the moment that I felt like I was really happy about finding the gym, because I hung around with friends that loved movies. Right? You remember the movie Slevin? Lucky
I
Number
remember. I
7.
remember it was a white boy that was a star, young white boy.
Yeah, and,
was he the one from Black Hawk Down?
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah, him. Yeah.
So I watched this movie and I thought it was a great movie, and I told my friends, and it was like, man, I'm mad at the mug. You found that movie. Like, that's the type of stuff I'd be looking at movies for. So I felt good, right? But I was like, I'm watching just way too many movies over the course of time. And I was just like, I would rather for somebody tell me a movie to watch than me waste my time hoping that I can tell somebody, hey, you missed this movie, man. This movie's a go-to. It's a killer. So I enjoy people giving me the gems, but me doing that, it just doesn't work anymore unless I have an intention to learn something from it where, okay, I saw something that I like. But the way remember when Netflix, before they became Netflix, it was just like a show that had whack movies. To me, that's what searching movies is like. It's hoping you can find that gem.
I don't know. I don't really even do like movies that much now though. I'm more of a TV series driven type of, you know what I mean?
Like a deceiving type show watcher.
I mean, deceiving type.
Deceiving show watcher.
Deceiving shows? What do you mean?
Catfish.
Oh, you stupid. No, those are entertainment. Catfish. Shout out Catfish. Neve. We miss you, Max. Like, yo, shout out 90 Day Fiance.
Oh my God.
All the seasons, Married at First Sight, Secret Sister Wives, like all the, bruh, these shows, they just,
it's your piece.
They make you smile. Yeah, it's just like I don't have to think when I watch them. It's just like it's cool, but nah. But when I say TV series, I'm talking like there's a couple things I'm watching now. I got to get caught up on stuff like Chicago PD and Chicago Fire.
You watch Station 19?
No.
Okay. I just saw that.
Yeah, no.
Like a video of that.
It's too
current
to me. No. It's too Grey's Anatomy-ish.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I didn't watch that enough to know.
It's too dramatic. I watched the first couple episodes, right? But I'm like, I'm not saying it's not good. It's just it's so revolved around. It's like Grey's Anatomy. I mean, and it's just Chandra Rhimes a TV show, but it's like to me, that's what it feels like, right? When I watch like Chicago Fire, they have the drama too. You're not gonna have a TV show without somebody sleeping with somebody and somebody getting hurt and all this stuff. But it's more like from the fire aspect, like there are a lot of scenarios that are more realistic, and so for me, it's kind of like one of those. Or I'm searching for it. Like, oh no, we wouldn't do that. Like that's what are they doing? Like that's not real. You know what I'm saying? So the worst movie to watch anyway. First off, by Firefighters, Ladder 49. Don't watch that movie. Like that is the worst movie to watch for realism when it comes to that.
What about Backdraft?
Oh, Backdraft. No. No, actually that's what I meant. Not Ladder 49. Okay, it is Backdraft. Okay. I apologize. I misspoke. Not Ladder 49. No. Okay. Backdraft is the one. That's a worst movie for firefighter realism and no. I'm just saying. It is what it is. But there's, do you know what's the name from Scandal? Golly, I'm bad. Here we go. We about to play the game. The sister.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Olivia Pope.
Yeah, Olivia. When you gonna give me her character name?
I can't remember her real name.
Oh man,
it's okay.
I can't remember. And I used to like her back in the day, and I said it. Nobody will ever know this, but I said it back in the day. I was like, I think she's gonna be famous, like really famous. I remember the first movie I ever saw her in. Was Save the Last Dance.
I do remember. She was the sister.
She was the sister that had the little baby. And then she was kind of like taking Julia Stiles under her wing and whatnot.
She was real Spanish then.
Is she Spanish?
No, I'm telling you, the way she talked, it was with a Spanish accent.
Was it?
You didn't think so?
No.
What?
Not
it
at
sounded
all.
Like to me it did.
We got to get you out more. That's not
You from the South, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have that many like the Spanish speaking people that I'm referring to.
Yeah, I only lived in the Dominican for a little while.
No, I'm talking about the ones in New York, like in the East Coast.
Okay. But yeah,
they pick up this.
Really?
I don't know. She seemed Spanish to me.
She just seemed really New York to me.
Maybe that's what I think of New York.
A Brooklyn.
Yeah.
She sounded more Brooklyn.
A Boricua. I don't know.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about though.
I don't know what that was that you just did.
It's okay. But I'm so proud of her though.
Why is it that?
Because that was a long time ago.
Yes, it was.
And to watch a person's growth to get it's like wow.
And the reason that I said that is because I personally thought, and I swear I said this, and it doesn't matter. It's not like I had a hand in it, but it's just like, it's funny, like when you, especially in the creative space, like when you say something or you create something or you have an idea and then somebody else comes to it first and they're more famous, so they heard it. That has happened to me a lot. Just because I'm constantly trying to like think of things. But you only can do what you can do, right? For sure. But with her, I was just like, I remember the movie, and it's not a great movie, but I've watched it several times. It's like nostalgic, right? And I'm like, she was the best actress in the movie. Like, she had that role, but that role she gave it life. Like, she really, really played that part to me.
No, I get it.
I
was wondering, like, was she just really pretty, or did you really get into the role with her?
No. It wasn't about the reason. Pretty.
So I'm trying to figure out, why did you attach to her in that role?
I just thought that she was the best. Like, the brother that did that, I don't think he's like the best actor. You know what I mean? Like, Julia Stiles. Yeah. Even she had questions about her career. I think she went off to UK she's doing TV over there now.
You know what? I like her.
Mm-hmm. What's that dance that she did, bro?
No, I don't like her in that movie. But she. See, I don't remember the movie that well, bruh, but that was funny.
I want to know if we're allowed to like to put clips in the thing, because that, bruh, if anybody is watching and remembers Julia Stiles, when she was doing her tryout for Juilliard, and when she got on the stage, right? You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
When she got on the stage, and it was this thing that she did. I can't do it. But bruh, it was the most, she was so stiff. And it was just,
but who's she stiff to? Only people that have
anybody
rhythm.
that can see.
No, white people wouldn't have thought that.
Okay.
No, check this out.
But white people can dance too.
No, I'm not saying that.
You know what
can't.
I'm saying? Like
I'm saying
the ones that are in dance.
If white people are watching this movie, only white people that understand how black people move will say, "Oh, she's so stiff." Everybody like, "Oh, she got it." Come on, are you serious?
Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
You gotta have the eye to know what it looks like to say that it's bad.
I mean, bruh, but she was stiff. Like I think that white people could look at somebody dancing and realize that they're not really twerking. They're not really twerking.
That's incorrect.
You don't think so?
Heck no, because they haven't seen enough people of what twerking look like to say, "Oh, that's a twerk." Like, you don't remember when Miley Cyrus?
Oh my God!
Look, like, white people was like, she was twerking. I was like, that's not twerking. She's just shaking her butt. Like, she's, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay. I get it. You know where twerking comes from? Do people know this? You know where twerking, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, I hope I'm not wrong on this. But if I'm not mistaken, I think twerking originated in West Africa. And it was a fertility dance.
Yeah, I would like to see it though. I don't believe that.
Huh?
I don't believe that.
What you mean?
I want to see what that dance looked like so I can say this is where that came from.
I'm gonna find it for you.
Watching.
Na wanangu mnaonaje? Tushalewa tufanyaje? Na Dasko unaonaje? Tushalewa tufanyaje? Na Mshuza unaonaje?
I'm gonna find it.
It's almost like you doing the rap music thing when people be like, rap music came from Africa. No, it did not. Rap music is
no.
Twerking.
What you think? Twerking started back in 2019?
No, of course. No, I mean, you could say twerking started in the 90s when South music started popping.
No.
Popping.
No, I mean,
what did you say before?
Well, okay, but in the South, being that's where I'm from, what was happening down there wasn't called twerking; it was called booty popping or booty shaking.
But I'm saying they just changed the name. But for the most part, you can see how that turned into this.
I agree. Yeah, but I'm just saying. But we know that a lot of the elements of what we have in our life and our culture, as far as us Black people, a lot of that derived from Africa.
Look,
but you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, for sure. I don't want to say like I'm disagreeing, but
Right.
I'm just saying when I think of twerking, I don't like when. Okay, I'll give you an example. We were watching. Me and a friend was watching this video. I think an Ethiopian or a Nigerian video. And it was like, you notice these women in this video, they look sexy, but they don't look sexual. Like they just dance different, but it still looks. It looks like it's more sophisticated. Like they care about. You know what I'm saying? It's like. They got on these small clothes, but you don't look like, rewind that back and let's see what she, like, it's not like an American video where they just throw the sex at you.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So.
It was like Bollywood? You was looking some Bollywood?
No, it's music. It was videos.
You was looking some
I tried to watch some Bollywood movies, man.
I
But
can't do it.
It's difficult.
I can't
because
do it.
we have a certain level of what we think it should look like.
See, I feel bad. Like we were talking about this before, right? I don't even know what, but I don't know if it was me and my girl, but like I have a prejudice against movies, flat out.
What do you mean?
Like it is extremely difficult for me to watch. Now I'm not. Let me preface this. I am not saying. I just want to be clarity in my diversity here. Be with clarity in my diversity. I'm prejudiced when it comes to movies as far as like production. Now, I say that, but I'm not saying that movies from the US are all the best, right? We got some B movies and F movies and whatever, right? Sure. We got some ugly stuff going. Pootie Tang, Salate. You know what I'm saying? We do. But it is extremely hard for me to watch movies sometimes, most times, from other countries. Because like you said about this standard, like whether it be the frame rate, you know what I mean? Or the coloring or the acting itself, I'm just like, Those, my friend, a lot of those. And y'all gonna hate me. Look, it's my opinion. Whatever.
No, I get it.
Those, I'm talking anybody listening.
No, I'm sure that they
watching,
understand too. Because
we appreciate you listening and watching.
For
right?
sure.
So, but it's just my opinion. I'm not saying that I never have watched, right? But those are the movies that I usually are turning off fairly quickly because I'm just like, nah, it's just not, no.
And you know, there's people that can't watch movies from America.
That's great.
No, I'm just saying, like, you only know what you know. And
Right.
after you develop, like, give you an example.
Not on a global scale, though.
I'll tell you this.
That's the argument that I would ever always pose to anybody.
If I ended up in Bollywood, you would watch movies that I'm in because you would support me. And then if I'm good at, you can call it what you want.
I would donate to the cause.
It sounds good. You know what's so crazy?
I'm being honest with you.
You're not being honest because right now you're responding like you told me earlier. You respond to things the same way.
No, bro.
It is. Look, check this out.
Listen, how? I'm telling you.
Okay.
You're telling me that I would. Okay. Well, let me ask for clarity. When you say that I would support the movie because you're in a Bollywood movie, what does that support look like to you? What would I be doing?
You would watch it. You know what? Check this out. You know how you saying that? That's how I felt about your music.
I know.
No, I'm saying like
I know.
but I'm saying like I had to get out of my box,
right?
Because if I didn't, I wouldn't have been able to appreciate your music. So if you allow yourself to stay in a box, you're supposed to support me and when I say that, I'm saying that you have to give it a try. I know you've seen it before.
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
yes,
but you ain't seen me in it. And my point is, like, if you know that I just said this about the movie, like, and I got an opportunity, I wouldn't pass it up.
Right.
But it's one of those things where, like, let me see what he done got us into. And then, like, you watch it and you be like, you know what, man? It's a little more funnier than I've ever imagined. I didn't realize. I was like, yeah, you know, like, you don't know what could catch you. But if you already cut it off, like, I mean, they ain't gonna ever have a shot. Or you won't.
Yeah, and they probably wouldn't. Like, I've seen before. Like, just knowing me. And you're right. The conversation that we had earlier. You're right. But I know me enough to know that because I probably wouldn't be able to stomach it, right? I would just be like...
So what can't you stomach?
What's that?
What is it that you can't stomach?
Well, the same thing that we was talking about when it came to like the quality of the
frame
movie
rate and
well, not even the frame rate. I think their movies are actually, but different characteristics about the movie that would turn me away from it, right? Whether it be the coloring or whatever, the acting, this and this. And it's like, and it's crazy because I'm a theater person. I love theater. I love musicals and this, but I think what it is like that style for me, it's just cheesy. I know that theater is also cheesy, and there are plenty of theater that come from the Western world that I'm like, some of them are just classics, right? Like I could sit down right now and watch West Side Story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not me.
Sound of Music, whatever. Okay, but you get what I'm saying? So it's like So I'm open to that world, right?
No, you're not.
I'm an Orphan Annie. I'm an Orphan Annie guy.
No, you're not.
I'm a Wizard of Oz kid. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever.
Just if it's in the motherland, you're not.
What do you mean? What's in the motherland? What's there though?
That style is on screen, the Bollywood.
India's the motherland?
No, I'm saying
Bollywood.
Bollywood is like all through Africa, right? Like Nigeria, Ethiopian, like that type of style movie.
Actually, they have their own. I think they call it Nollywood, something like that. I think they have their own. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, to me, it's similar.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously like took the name. I think that's what it's called.
No, I'm talking about the style of movies though are similar. Like what you're talking about, the theater type look.
Oh, like the quality of I don't know because I'm telling you, man. Like I know it sounds bad, but I'm like, if people feel that way, it's like get over it. It's just a movie, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like I have that, and what's really funny is like you know me in movies, right? And like I'm always having something on while I'm doing work, right? Just to because I'm usually doing work or whatever, and I'm by myself and I'm editing and I'm whatever the case is, right? But it's like I will. How do I say this? Like, oh. What was that?
Sound like a battery or something.
It did. So, I think it's up there. Oh, did it unplug? It's all good. Hey, it's what happens. So, what was I saying? Oh my God, threw me off. I forgot.
No,
what I was talking about.
You were talking about how the Bollywood, how you view the theater thing as far as what did you say?
I forgot, dog. I guess the point that I'm trying to make is like I have like this prejudice associated with the film, but it has because some people will hear it and think differently, right? Like if I said, for example, I don't watch Bollywood stuff. What you got against Indians? And it's like, no, come on, stop.
See, I just showed you I was in the wrong. Because when you said Bollywood, I automatically thought of the Nigerian, Ethiopian type style movies. I didn't think of.
I'm pretty sure. India. I mean, I can look it up, but I'm pretty sure right. They. I definitely could be wrong.
No, I'm saying. I mean, like, it's just crazy.
But they have their. I'm pretty sure they have their own thing. I think it's called Nollywood. So
is that a difference? or you treat them on the same level?
I just don't like. I've tried. Now here's the other thing, because people will probably say, well, how do you know? Are you just saying it because it's not from America? No, I'm saying it because I've tried.
I definitely believe you've tried.
I've tried. Yeah, because I watch everything, right? Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, please let them know. Like, I give almost everything.
Yeah, I know you tried. I
give everything a chance. And it's like, I watched it, and that's how I'm able to have an opinion. And I'm just like, nah.
My opinion is similar. My opinion is similar.
But you watch it because?
I will watch it if somebody recommends something.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. Like,
I'm going to just recommend some crazy stuff to you.
No, but I'm saying you got to tell me why I'm watching it, too. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, in America, movies feel the same way, too. I'm not going to just watch it just to be watching it.
But, yeah, they have one called Nollywood, fam.
Oh, okay.
So
Bollywood is India?
Yeah, Bollywood is India.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not really sure where the B and the N come from, what that means or whatever. I guess the N is for Nigeria, because that's where that film industry is.
Got you.
So as far as Ethiopia goes, I'm not really sure what they have.
You know what? I might be completely wrong. I just kind of put everything in the same thing.
I don't think Ethiopia has that. I'm not sure, but I don't think they do. But the moment you had said, oh, it's in Africa, I knew right away you were talking about Nollywood.
Gotcha.
But outside of that, I'm not really sure. But I've seen things, like even when I went on tour to Uganda, like I know like the guys were showing me, like they have like the, like we had the shows like Big Brother. I think that's what it is. I think it was like the Big Brother.
For their?
Whatever, right. Okay. Their version. In fact, my guy that was over there, Denzel, he's from one of the radio stations and TV networks there. I did quite a few interviews with him. But
I thought you were talking about training day.
No. Denzel in Uganda, he's I forget the radio station name now, so I apologize, Denzel, if you catching this. But over in Uganda, and he was in one of the seasons, I think something like Big Brother. I've watched episodes of it, but it's just like the way that the filming is done is just different. And it's not maybe what we would expect on our side of the world. But like you said, you only know what you know.
Correct.
I know what I was about to say. But the difference is, because you had said before that you only know what you know. And I was like, not really when you look at it on an international scale, because the U.S., and again, I'm not saying that America has the best stuff. America has in the USA. But the USA is the only country that I can think of that all of their media, all of their TV shows, and all of their movies is in almost every other country on the face of the earth. Facts. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad for people when I was in Japan and I would go to the movie theaters out in the base. I mean, out in the city, and I'm in the movie theaters watching an American movie in Japan, and the people's home country, they got to read the subtitles. I would die if there was a Chinese movie playing in Atlanta, Georgia, and I got to read subtitles in English. I would be so upset.
Hidden Tiger, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Was that in the theaters?
Heck yeah.
Was it?
All of those, yes.
It wasn't in English?
No.
I didn't watch those. That's Jackie Chan,
No.
Jet Li? No, Jackie Chan.
Might be Jet Li. No, that's Jackie Chan is more commercial. Yeah.
Okay, Jet Li then, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, that was definitely and you watch Ip Man?
Who?
Ip Man.
That's how you say it?
IP. I thought it was IP Man, but it's
I did
Ip.
too. I was like, oh, that's how you say it?
Yeah, they did say Mr. Ip.
I've never seen it.
In the movie. You haven't seen it?
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's the best kung fu flick ever.
Better than 5 Deadly Venoms?
Ever.
5 Deadly Venoms?
Ever.
5 Deadly Venoms.
Dude, check this out.
Bruh. 5 Deadly Venoms?
I'll let you watch it, but it's subtitles though.
That's 5 Deadly Venoms?
It's better than any.
Have you seen 5 Deadly Venoms?
I have seen.
Do you associate yourself with the Kung Fu theater of the United States?
I will say this.
From when we were kids.
I have seen, I saw some when I was little, and I definitely was into Kung Fu. But as I gotten older, I started to watch these things. And that's the reason why I determined that Ip Man was that good.
I am going to watch it.
Oh my God.
I am going to watch it.
It is my favorite Kung Fu flick ever.
How long is it?
About an hour and a half.
Are you sure? Because you said that your voice cracked. I don't know. 2
hours? I don't know.
It's got subtitles?
Yes. It's awesome.
Okay. I was going to say tomorrow morning I'll be doing some editing. So I was going to say I'll watch it. But if I get subtitles, I got to pay attention.
Yes. And he is the way that I would have loved, that I would like to live my life.
Who's the star in the movie? Who's the leading actor?
Ip Man. You know who he's supposed to be though?
Name?
I don't know, but do you know who he is? He's supposed to be Bruce Lee's teacher. This is about him.
Yip Man.
Ip.
No. But it says also known as Yip Man.
Okay, Yip Man. Okay.
YIP. But yeah, Chinese. But who's the?
I can't think his name, but he's cold and he's always calm. Oh my gosh.
Is he better than Jet Li?
He's the best I've ever seen. He's the best I've ever seen for real. No,
I've seen this guy before.
He's
I've
really
seen
good
him
though.
before.
That's my guy.
Okay.
But he's definitely my guy. And they got 3 of them. Mike Tyson's in the 3rd one.
Oh God.
When the Western world comes over and try to violate.
Oh my God. That's what we do though. That's what we do. Man. That I don't like about what we do in the entertainment world and this and that. But bro, I gotta get you on 90 Day Fiance, bro. Come on, man. Don't look at the camera like that. I'm over here. Come on. Hey.
What? Tell me this.
Right. Okay. Yes.
All right. You know the way that I want to walk.
Yes, I do.
You know that I try to use all of my moments in my day to help me get to where I want to be so that whenever it's time, I'm ready. Mm-hmm. Tell me what I can get out of this show that you feel like I'm supposed to get out of it.
Can I answer your question with another question, and my questions will allude to the answer?
For sure.
Is it fair to say that you have given me compliments before about the way I do things and how I approach things creatively?
True.
Okay. And thank you. And we are both in diverse clarity. We are walking along the same path. We're going to be doing this for the next 120 something years we got about left, right?
For sure.
So, but we're both walking on the same path. So in that space, we both have the same intentions, right? We aspire to do the same thing, accomplish the same thing. Granted, our lives are different. We have other things that we're focusing on, but collectively, this piece is one that we share together, right?
For 90 days?
No, I'm talking about the walk that we making, we making, the efforts and how we're trying to become better.
Correct.
How many times have we talked, and it's just a rhetorical question, how many times have we talked and it's been like, I've learned from you, or you say, I've learned from you, and Dan, that was a good conversation, and man, we doing this, and we help. I never thought about it like that. How many times have we had these types of things between the two of us, right? Rhetorical, I'm just saying, right? So sometimes we just need to watch something where we just gonna relax and laugh. We don't always have to take in something for the information where, I'm not saying that it's gonna make us better or not make us better, but it can just be for entertainment.
That's what
it can just be for, and that what I'm saying is that helps me.
Oh no, I get it.
That does help me because I have to have a break. I love to write, but then I started realizing that me writing sometimes was hurting myself because I was writing so much. I would feel like up here, it was starting to sound the same. As creative as I might think it is, right? Not giving myself a compliment, but as creative as I might think it is, after I go back and look at it later, I'm like, but that sounds like the other one. And I was in the same headspace as this one. So I'm not saying that you need to go and watch like the Housewives and all of this or 90 Day Fiance. Okay, I'm not saying, but everything that you consume doesn't have to be for that move towards bettering yourself. Sometimes it's just entertainment.
So if I can give you a little more clarity to that. I understand that. I've heard this before, but you know, my level of entertainment is watching the NBA.
Okay.
So that is what I consider my entertainment. Okay. And the reason why I've gotten into different interviews or whatnot, because I want to incorporate whatever they got within us. So when you say the break, sometimes you need a break. If you want me to take a break like that, I want it to make sense for me. Okay. Not because your break looks different from my break.
Right.
But if you say this is something I need to watch, that's going to be my break because I want to do that for you. But if it's not something that you feel like it's going to build me, or it needs to be like, John, this is it. Okay.
Okay.
I understand. Like, this is the entertainment part. I want you to watch this because I want to have a conversation and see what you think. So I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But you have a lot of shows that you could do that with.
I would like to watch. I would like to discuss 90 Day Fiance on the platform, but not for that reason. Not that approach. I take we've talked about this before. If I was to ever go back to school, it's going to be in the psychology piece, right? So it's something about having this look and this look into people's lives and trying to like understand like why they do the things they do and what this looks like. And I don't know, for some reason it just feels it's weird. You know what I mean? And it's almost like watching like a mystery show. You know, my girl will tell you like sometimes why, and it's like, oh, I know what's going. Like, he's going, and then she gonna be like this, and da, da, da. And then by the end of the show, she be like, "How the hell did you?" You know what I mean? It's like, well, you know, yeah, I could tell because the way that he was, because this, because that, and this, and it'll be something that'll come later. Let's just imagine. Let's just say it's like 20 episodes in a season, right? And we're on like episode 2. I'm like, oh, yo, by the end, like this, da 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 da, and then by episode 15, 16, she's like, how did you like? Dang, really?
So is that your sense of gratification to say that I'm capable of competing with the people who's writing this?
Not really, because the other part is, surprisingly enough, I don't like to talk through the shows. You know, some people be like, oh, this and this. I'm not that way. Like, it's in my head. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like this, and then like later I'll be like, oh, remember we was watching such and such. Like this is gonna happen and da 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 da. I'm like, really? I don't think so, because when we're watching it, this and this. We'll see. And then when it comes to the end, it's like, remember what I said 7 weeks ago? You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, man. I don't know, but I do enjoy talking to people. I do enjoy trying to give advice. I do enjoy trying to understand how people think and how they move and why they move. Like, that's something. So for me, and then also, to be honest, like sometimes that bleeds over into like when I'm writing. You know what I mean? Because like it strikes another piece of like creativity.
I got you.
You know, so for me, it is a break. And I also watch basketball.
No, I was just saying my basketball is during that time. But like I know that I won't do this for the remainder of my life because I'm just doing this because it doesn't feel like it's extra right now.
Right.
And I feel like I'm making up for lost time.
I got
you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just me since I have the energy to do it now, might as well do it. I don't want to be 80 and be like, man, I had all that energy and I did not. So I want.
But 80 is the new 40.
I totally get it. But if I can be 60 instead of 80, that's 40. You know what I'm saying? Like I cut 20 years down. So it's like, I just want to make sure that's why I always say the same stuff, because I'm trying to not only convince myself, but continue to lead this practice that makes me better. Mm-hmm. So when you give me a recommendation and I know what it means.
Well, I'm not going to recommend 90 Day Fiance to you then.
Yeah, I know you would,
because that's completely different. Like that's not. I don't want to take away from what you doing, because what you doing is benefiting all of what we doing.
If I watch it, know that we're going to converse about it.
We have to, bruh. It's just to me, it's just, you know. Anyway.
How about this? I'll do this for you.
What's good?
Whenever a new season of something comes out, say, let's watch this together, and periodically we can talk about this that goes with whatever show we're doing particularly.
Yes. And that is something that we've done here, and you don't know.
Oh, really?
Yes. There has been days where the topic that comes up, it was sparked because of something that I watched.
Oh, okay.
So
no doubt.
Definitely. Yep. In fact, one of those was what you and I was discussing today when we were setting up in the studio.
For real?
Yes. And it came from there, because on one of those shows, that was a part of it. Yep.
I got you.
Yep. Because it was just recently one of the seasons ended, and they were also talking like this couple had broken up, and then they was talking about getting back together and this and that. And it was like forgiveness. That. And I was like, oh, and it just went with all the other stuff that I was telling you.
I can dig
and
that.
I was like, yo, and the way that you talk about the signs and you doing your curls when you get the signs, and I'm like, talking to my girl about something, and it's along those same lines. I'm having this idea about something on the same lines. This show that I watch for entertainment, they had this little along the same lines. We need to talk about this.
I can dig
we need to talk about it. So that happens too.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it is beneficial in a lot of different ways. And because you know how I spend my life, because my life is the way that it is, like I feel like I need those different things of whatever
I understand, because you are. You're like hard pressed with a lot of important things, and you know
we both are.
I know, but you know when I see your life, it's boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when I hear you say you got this stuff in the background, I believe that it's in the background, but you be knowing what's going on though.
Cause I'm a multitasker though, bro. But for real, like you've seen the workstation, you know how it is. So it's just like, yep, it definitely is. Goodness gracious, man. I didn't even talking today. Yo, all of y'all that are listening, all of y'all that are watching, we appreciate y'all being here. I don't know, man. This is one of them conversations. Let's just be real. Like we just kind of sat down, and before we even got started, this is what came up. So it wasn't the intended, but we said it like we meant it, right?
For sure.
So we'll go ahead and cut it. Yeah, we good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen. He is John D. I am Omega, and this is Diverse Clarity. And I don't know what the hell we was just talking about, but we did it, and we did it for y'all. It's where we have those thought-provoking conversations about things that matter and some that don't. We'll catch you next episode.
Boom.